I couldn't imagine a woman's transition to a man, or a man's transition to a woman. There's no way in this society you could win. Deep within, I know you going through your options. You popping, open up the door, come out the closet, let's go.
May heaven open up its gates for its angels. My dad will tell you it's a place that you can't go. All the ones blind, we gon' overshine like every color of the rainbow. Right? It's okay, we gon' love you anyway.
Like every color of the rainbow, like every color of the rainbow, like every color of the rainbow.
It's alright, it's okay, we gon' love you anyway.
Like every color of the rainbow, like every.
What is going on, entertainment? So time coming to y'all with another video. We doing a Baddies recap episode 17. You already know what to do. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video, okay? Yes, the hat, thanks to Natalie. Y'all remember I was looking for it. I did end up finding it, and I'm gonna get more than one color. There's shade. It's called Fat Swag. For y'all that want to cop it, it's called Fat Swag. I'm not getting paid to promote this. I just like their product. Hit me up though for promotion link. Anyways, so the episode opens up with DTB like throwing a purse at Natalie because she wants to get even with her. So Natalie ducks it and gets out of the way, and she's like, I got you. Yeah, you missed. And you missed. Okay, she's like, I'm ducking, dodging, I'm ducking, dodging. Yeah. I want to know who's that girl that was in that all velvet. Is that one of somebody's on Natalie's team? Because she looked like she wanted that smoke with DTB. I'm talking about the thick one that she looked like DTB too. And all that velvet and thick girl. And she had that red velvet bodysuit. And she was like, I said, what you finna do? Okay, because it looked like she was finna hop over there and tear Diamond a new one. Okay, so she's like, you always miss. Give me that. She said she doesn't know what type of girl would throw her purse. Now, I will say, Diamond, you attempted to do what Sierra Gates did on Love and Hip Hop when she hit him with the shooter and then boom. You know what I'm saying? That was a successful purse toss. If you're going to do it, you got to do it right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're going to give you an F for effort. So she leaves or whatever. And Natalie's still talking. And she's like, ha ha, yeah, enjoy your cocktail. Have you on the... You get it? Because she sucks. I'm like, now. I laughed. I ain't gonna lie when she said that. That was pretty funny. Though. You ate that up, Natalie. You ate that up. The beef between those two, at this point, I'm over it. Am I the only one? I don't want to pick neither side because it's so drawn out at this point, especially knowing that they kind of got into a tussle at the reunion because DTB was drunk. I'm going to just say this straight up. Natalie will never like DTB. DTB will never like Natalie. They personally do not like each other, okay? They came from two different backgrounds. As much as Natalie wants to claim that she from the Bay and all hood and all that, Natalie, you from the suburbs. So please, okay? You just started becoming hood when you got rich and famous. Thank God. So it's like DTB coming from the struggle that she did, okay? Rod County, hey, you feel me? And having to work her way up, just as Natalie did, don't get me wrong. But they just, to me, cannot relate on many of things. And once again, like I said in my last video, I feel like the fact that Natalie can't never say, without Baddies, you wouldn't have been anything, that low-key bothers her. Because I do feel like DTB is one of the only girls that, without Baddies, she would have probably still got somewhere. Because one, she was on another network. And two, she does do music. So one way or another, she would have finagled into the spotlight. And she was making music before she even appeared on reality TV. So it's like a whole thing. But DTB constantly trying to fight Natalie, though, isn't going to fix or do anything because at the end of the day, they're always going to side with Natalie in regards to anything that may happen when it comes to the show. Because she is the CEO. So you're never going to win in the grand scheme of things, DTB. They may bring you back. You know what I'm saying? You may get MVP. But besides that, you're not going to get much of anything else because she's still the boss. So that's why I feel like DTB, you just lose. So, you know, you fighting a losing battle at this point. Shooter! Okay, now that is a successful purse toss. If you're gonna do a purse toss, you gotta have aim, you gotta have precision. Okay, if you're good at bowling, you might be good at a purse throw. You just might. Okay, so after that scene happens, DTB's like, oh, because of everything that have went down, like this is it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta just make my blow for it and just make my exit because she is the CEO and that's about it. Like DTB came in all like the villain off of Lazy Town. Y'all know the villain off of Lazy Town. He used to always come in try to ruin the town, and then he just got up out of there. Okay, and they chased him down wearing some of these same colors and that purple. God rest his soul. Right? So she came in like the villain got out. To be honest, these little appearances were very unnecessary. To be honest, like they were so quick and unnecessary. They really were. Like when you really think about it, they were quick and unnecessary. So it's the next scene, and the baddies are finally having fun for what it looks like. They did what I remember on BGC 15 when they went biking. Remember when they went biking with when the sisters came in? She like, oh, you trying to look? She like, I'll tell you what to do. When they were biking in LA and drinking, and then Hanan and Susu popped up. It was one of those excursions. So this was the one scene that we actually seen the girls look like they're generally having fun. Like there wasn't no screaming, none of that. They got some exercise in. I don't remember seeing Rolly in this. Rolly, you should have been there. No shade. Rolly, you have been avoiding all exercises this season, and it's not done. See, this is why you got to go back and keep going, getting all these surges. Had you participated in a couple of these exercises and these activities, you may have avoided, being on the table or two. You get what I'm saying? You're not even getting cardio and beating up these bitches because you barely had any fight this season. So that's why you got a couple of them excursions to really get your cardio in, get them 10,000 steps in a day. And you're missing out on that opportunity. So Natalie tells the girls and meets up with the girls after they go through the biking excursion. And she's telling them what happened with DTB. She's like, oh, DTB came. She sat with me. And guess what? She threw a purse at me. I know. A purse. The bitch has no money. Anyways, I'm going to do a pay-per-view fight. I know, scary. Tommy, I beat her up. I'm not scared of her, okay? We're going to do a pay-per-view fight because that's as fair it's going to get, okay? I don't care. So she's drinking. She really feeling her judge because DTB didn't accomplish what she wanted to. I feel like Natalie is doing Diamond a favor. To me, it's more beneficial for her to do a pay-per-view fight than a fight on Baddies. Let me tell you why. There's plenty of reasons, too. If I were Natalie, I wouldn't even do DTB that favor. Because me doing that pay-per-view fight is going to be more beneficial for you than me. One, she's going to make tons of money from it. Two, she's going to be able to promote music while doing the pay-per-view fight. Three, it might launch into her going into WWE/boxing. I mean, the benefits go on for days. So if I was DTV, I would have been like, heck yes. Oh, yes. Where do I sign? When we doing it? When do I start training? All of that. I don't want to stop you no more, Baddies. Let's do the pay-per-view fight. I just feel like it's beneficial more for DTV than anything because of everything right now. If y'all look at Blueface, he boxing, Krishan, like everybody's doing the boxing thing right now. So it's just like, it's a little bit of a trend. And I feel like it would be really beneficial towards Diamond. And also, they did fight fairly on the reunion. It's not Natalie's fault that Tavy jumped in. Whether she told her to do it or not, Tavy's a grown woman who could have not did what she did and like held DTB's hand. That has nothing to do with Natalie. Sorry. This is why, Tavy, you should have sat your DMX looking ass down somewhere and not did that because then there would have been this whole argument. So Fauna is just like, no, y'all need to do y'all ones because like y'all be sneaking each other. Like, I'm tired of it. Right? And Natalie just standing there in shock because she would never think somebody that's on their second season speaking up to the queen and trying to correct her. I mean, oh my God, Natalie was gupsmacked, bitch. To me, I feel like Fauna was out of line in speaking up. You wanna know why? You are not DTB's friend. Y'all fought at the reunion. DTB I seen said that she came to the reunion and she got her at the reunion. It's really because DTB running her mouth. But still, you're not her friend. So why are you even speaking up for DTB? And then two, why are you even doing it? Because it does not pertain to you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that has nothing to do with you in specifics. Okay? Now, this is where Tavy got on my nerves. Tavy, anytime Tavy jumps in a situation, she makes it 30 times more heightened than ever. She get up like, yo, what are you talking about? Yo, son. They did fight fairly, yo. Come on. So now we got her yelling, which means Fauna got to yell 10 times louder because Tavy's allowed BITCH. So it's like Fauna got to scream at the top of her lungs to be able to keep up with Tavy. That is the problem right then and there. Tavy, anytime she inserts herself into any conversation, she heightens the situation. That's why I feel like she's needed on the show. Because look what happened just with her jumping in that conversation. Because I can guarantee you that conversation between Fauna and Natalie wouldn't have went as far as it did with both of them having monologues. This was the episode of monologues. Everybody doing monologues. Tavy did a monologue. Fauna did a monologue. I mean, my God. Y'all getting inspired by Tokyo. Like, that monologue was too long, Tavy. Bitch, it was giving, you trying to get to college. You want to sign up for online college? It's right there on the website. What are you waiting for? When he walks off, that's what Tavy was giving when she was speaking into that camera. I'm like, what the hell? Is she promoting us for us to sign up for college because you screaming into the camera like we done did something wrong? Like, my whole thing was Tavy, like, Natalie does not need a cheerleader, okay? She has plenty enough. She does not need a Harlem Globetrotter. Because Tavy, girl, you too rough to be a cheerleader. You're a Harlem Globetrotter. You spin the ball in your finger. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, she did not need you to interject. You know what I'm saying? Because that the argument wouldn't have heightened as much. So Natalie, knowing that she has Tavy's backup in this, that's when Natalie started getting bold. She's like, yeah, you, because you be talking all that. Yeah, so you shut the up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm going to go. Y'all saw how Natalie scurried off of that scene once Tavy and Fauna started going at it. She's like the fox off of Dora the Explorer. She's like, I'm gonna leave. She like exits slowly. I'm like, Natalie is so slick. Oh my God. Like, she just let Tavy do the dirty work and she got up out of there. Oh man. So her and Fauna start getting into it, but after Co-killer starts checking Tavy, she like, did you break up or not? Did you break it or not? Did you break it up? Come on. Did you break it up? So then Tavy just screaming at the top of her like, she's like, no! Yes! Like a rock star. So then that's when Fauna and Tavy start getting each other face because Tavy like, yo, come on, you D-riding right now. You D-riding. Come on, you D-riding. I ain't even finna do this to you because come on. Ooh, I love you, man. Like, ooh. I was like, oh my God. If I didn't think that you guys did something, I really think it now. I'm sorry. It gave y'all ever see like a situation where a couple they don't want to put hands on each other, so they kind of like toss it like, come on, babe, don't do that, bro. Like, come on, girl, like, come on, babe, like, come on, man, you tripping? Relax, sit down, man. It gave a little bit of that. I'm like, let me stop. I can't. Okay, Co-killer at this point is cheering it on. She wants it to happen. That's not surprising to me because I done told y'all this. Like, I clocked that last season. LCK clocked that more than before anybody did, to be honest, and let us know that like they don't really like Tavy like that, and they just having her tag along just for the tag along of it all. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like we already peeped that scenery, but it took Tavy a little bit longer to realize, and now it was taking K-Rican a little bit longer to realize as well. In the words of Jocelyn, that bitch not your friend, okay? So Co-killer's just like, man, oh my mom, come on, Fauna, oh my mom, okay? So she just keep putting it on her mom for Fauna to get Tavy. All right, I knew Fauna wasn't gonna do nothing, and the reason why is because they generally do have love for each other. whatever ways that it may be, allegedly, who cares? But the love, you could tell, is there. You're my everything. You're my everything. Yeah. By the way, sidebar, this is one of the cutest I've seen Tavy look. She looked really cute. That curly, kinky wig hair install, whatever it is, she looked really good. With that top, I love when Tavy is like very feminine because she does give. I do see a lot of people online, like certain situations where like people will call her like a nigga and all that. I don't find that funny because the reason why I never found that funny is because let that have been a gay man doing that, y'all would be on their ass. But when it's women, straight men doing that, y'all find it ought to be a key. And that's not, to me, a key because it's very hypocritical of some of you guys. Like, y'all know I make my jokes and all, but it's really just based off of the show. I'll never play in that lady face like that. And some of y'all do that. So there's that. But y'all hypocrites, so hey. So Tavy goes outside, and at this point, Tavy is very emotional. And here comes the monologue. And Zeus gave us an extra zoom of it all. She like, yo, like, come on. Man, like, I ain't put my hands on her because I loved her. Yo, like, come on. I ain't do that because I love her. Because I love her. You know, we do everything together. She my moms. We sleep together. I said, oh. I'm playing. She like, we sleep together. We be cuddling. You know, we be eating. You know, we get it popping. Anyways, but you hurt my feelings, yo. Like, come on. Like, we supposed to have each other back, son. We supposed to have each other back in a major way. And then you just gonna do me like that. You sitting on the couch. You can't do it today. You do it yesterday. I'm like, it just gave the college commercial. If y'all know, y'all know. It's gonna be in the thumbnail, bitch.
They out to help you. You can go before work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody, right? They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next semester. No, do it.
Not gonna lie, Tavy, I feel like is one of the worst friends to have because they are very emotional people. Like, I've realized that in friendships in general, if somebody's like a super emotional person, just in general, if something in a small situation arises, they turn it into like DEFCON 5. You know what I'm saying? They get to blocking you, they get to cussing you out, they get to thinking you're ruining their life. You know, you put them in a bad position. Just like all of these things just come to fruition that is just like, no, relax. We're gonna be okay. Calm down. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's why Tavy does what she does, because she's already a passionate person just in general. I do think she cares about Fauna deeper than what she tries to put to the internet. Like, I feel like she does care about her heavily, friendship-wise or whatever else. You know, further than what is put on the internet. Like, anytime she exposes her, trying to call her out and all that, like, deep down, she still would go to her aid if Fauna called her and was like, oh my God, like, you know, I need your help, like, right now, Tavy. She would run over there. Meanwhile, Fauna at this point is having, like, a breakdown. She's like, yo, I'm so sick and tired of, like, everything, like, Summer. Why did you call out Natalie? You should have called out Natalie when you did that. Like, you sat there, like, come on. You're supposed to call her out, bro. You said, Natalie, don't stand on business. What do you mean? I'm a cop. I stand on all the businesses on the corner. Why did you do anything? Come on. And Raleigh, you hurt. You've been standing there. You've been doing her job. I'm just over. I'm like, oh my God. Look, Fauna to me was doing a little bit too much. Like, I get it. You're frustrated, but it's like, my God. It gave to me a little bit. She wanted a little bit more camera time because the season was about to end. It's no shade. If we're really going to talk about it in the grand scheme of things, Fauna barely had a storyline this season. She jumped into storylines as she pleased. So I feel like she was trying to find a little bit more camera time. Because if you notice it, y'all peep, going back to the beginning of the scene, what did Fauna say? Oh, I want to squabble. I don't know why, but I just want to squabble. It's giving somebody went in her ear and said, hey, you're lacking camera time this season. You might want to do something because we're about to wrap this up. Just saying. Child, that damn Fauna was hyperventilating. I'm like, girl, you're gonna need an asthma pump if you don't calm your down. What Jocelyn said, bitch, you're gonna catch your fucking aneurysm if you don't stop. Now, all I will say, besides all the dramatics, she was saying a lot of truth because Summer, you did say that about Natalie, and in this scene, you were quiet as a mouse. I forgot someone was even there at one point. You get what I'm saying? And Natalie has been absentee and let Rolly kind of run the reins, and it doesn't to me look like or feel like Natalie's even appreciative of Rolly being, taking that temporary CEO position while Natalie's gone and doing whatever she's doing business-wise. It does not seem like she's appreciative of that. So she is telling a lot of truth. It's just the way she just exploded about it. Girl, you've been holding that in your chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like a bad fart that you just let out. At one point, Natalie was about to leave, and then Fauna's like, yeah, do what you do and leave. Do what you do and go. Yeah, you go. Before I get you locked up, girl. Okay? So Natalie starts to like, oh, leaving? Oh, no. What? I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. And I put money in your mother pocket. Yeah, that was me. Every summer I put money in your pocket. And you won't come at me? Really? You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is with Natalie, though, what I don't like is like when she does something for you, she expects you to have like unwavering loyalty towards her. Like, you cannot check her. Let me rephrase that. You cannot come to her with something that you may not agree with that she's done without her thinking that you're like an op. Even though the way Fauna did it to me was like extreme, I just feel like just in general, if you came to her like, hey, I didn't like that you did this to me, or like, this made me feel away, she would be like, oh, I don't like that. Because it's like, damn, girl, like, you're not perfect, girl. So they end up getting into it. Natalie ends up leaving. They calm Fauna down. They give her her badge. They give her her taser. And then they give her a Glock. And then she put it around her belt strap. And she went about her day. And then next thing you know, Sapphire comes in. Sapphire comes in looking like a hoochie Girl Scout. Hoochie. So she comes in. Okay. By the way, she looked really good too. And she's like getting the lowdown of what really went down. She's like, hey, what's going on or whatever. And all the girls start talking to her about the whole situation that happened with Suki. So they're like, hey, like, we didn't like what your girl did. Like, where's Suki or whatever. And then, she breaks the news. She's like, hey, like, well, Suki's not coming back. So at the end of the day, if y'all want to get something off your chest, if y'all want to get y'all frustrations out, do what y'all got to do. That Sapphire is a funny one. She didn't want to say like, I'm gonna fight everybody that Suki was like. She kind of like, she let them take for what they will from what she said. She like, if y'all frustrated, be frustrated. If y'all mad, be mad. If y'all happy, be happy. If y'all glad, be glad. And I'm like, wait. Sapphire, come on now. So you're saying that you're gonna, because you said the last time you'll take the fade. Like, are you saying that now? Like, Sapphire was doing the run-of-the-mill words in that scene, so that way she could avoid like any housewarmings. And I ain't even mad at her, because who the heck want to fight all at once? Like, that's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of, and Co-killer already has animosity towards Tavy, really. My problem with Co-killer, though, let me say this. I feel like she been wanting to say something to Suki because of their past. Because at one point they were friends, cordial, whatever you want to call it. She said they were never friends, but y'all hung out multiple of times back in the Stunner Girl Asian doll days. So please, let's not act like y'all was strangers. But y'all had whatever relationship y'all had, and y'all are not in communication. Because every time y'all were in the scene with each other, y'all would have thought that y'all never met a day in y'all life. So I feel like she been wanting to say something, or she been wanting to have some sort of conversation. So the whole May situation was like the perfect lead-in for that to happen. So that's why it kind of irritates me how like Suki, I want Suki, even though you did get maced. I feel like it's more than that. It's the mace plus everything else. You get what I'm saying? So Coke is like, oh, I want, since I don't want to put my hands on you, Sapphire, but like if it gotta come to that, it gotta come for that. Take your middle ring finger off though. So then that's what Sapphire was like, well, is that what you really want to do? That she wants to do. So she take the middle ring finger off or whatever like that, and it looked like she was about to square up with freaking Co-killer. Like Co-killer just kind of irritated me in that scene, because it's like, if you weren't planning on really doing it, why even set it up like you were gonna actually do it? Like, that to me was like, were you trying to like test her gangster or something like that? Because we don't know Sapphire to be like no heavy hitter. Like Sapphire not no punani. Like she gonna do it, but we not. Oh, we gotta see what Sapphire. Like we know she's not the best fighter of them all. We look at her for the jokes because she is funny in confessionals and the fashions. She is one of the best dressers in the whole cast. Let's be honest. She's top 3, 4 for sure. So it's like we're not looking at her for that. So it's like even if you did do something to her and you whooped her, co-killer, you to me in my eyes she would not have won to me because it's like you're fighting somebody that's not like she never beat her chest up. She's not that type of girl. So it's like I guess I just feel like had Sapphire defended Sukiana when they were in Jamaica, she would not even be in this predicament. Straight up. And it probably doesn't make sense, but you got to think about it. Had she had Suki's back when it came to the whole ET situation, she wouldn't have to constantly prove to Suki and to America that, you know, she has Sukiana's back. And that's why she was willing to take all of those fades for Suki, which is really noble of her because a lot of girlies would not do that. You know what I'm saying? I sure wouldn't. I'm not fighting no pack of niggas for you like you crazy, especially if you did it yourself. I ain't tell you to do that. It was like, man. Like that ass, like you really put yourself in a mixture, okay? Suki ran off and got preggers and said, you're not touching me illegally, I can't. Fauna goes outside and she has a conversation with Natalie, tears rolling down her eyes. She's like, Natalie, like what I did, like, you know, I'm with you, Natalie, and you with me. And it's like the way that everything be going down, like I haven't liked it, but it's like anytime me and Cole say something, like you come at us crazy. And it's like Tavy came on the show for you. Latina came on the show for you. And it's like all I kept thinking when she said Latina, I said, oh my God, where is Latina? Where is Latina? I've been having a bolo on Latina since for the past season. I haven't seen on social media or none of that. Okay, God forbid, Latina, you better make yourself known on social media before they start a conspiracy theory on you, like they did Russian. They done said that girl was she was missing, and they sold her some more stuff. Whole time she was just pregnant. So Latina, where is Latina? We literally need to know where she's at because I have not seen this girl since her last appearance. Or Baddies, I don't see her on Instagram or nothing. Somebody find me her page, okay, please. Now, here comes Tommy, which, Fauna and Natalie, when they end up talking or whatever, I feel like Fauna needs to, this is the thing that kind of irritates me with Fauna. She does not let people talk. You're talking, and you're talking at Natalie. Can you let her respond and rebut? Even though Natalie be full of, but it's like, at least let her speak. She's like talking at her. You're not talking with her. I kind of hate when people do that. Like, don't talk at me. Let me respond. I'm going to let you respond. You respond and you respond. You know what I'm saying? So to me, Fauna took a lot of responsibility. Natalie kind of low-key didn't. She kind of like, you should apologize. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know Natalie never minded. So it's just like nothing's really going to change from that if we're really going to be honest. Then here comes Tommy. Let me tell y'all, Tommy is going to forever be that girl of this show. Her entrances are always different from everybody. You would have thought the bitch was on MTV Crib. She's like, da 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 da. They put a little rock star music. She like, she walking in. I'm like, whoa! Like, don't nobody get entrances in edits like that ever. We don't ever see no edit the way that damn Tommy comes through. Like, she gives us like a scenery when she pops through. Like, it's just like, it gave very much MTV Cribs. I thought she was gonna be like, yeah, it's the girl Tommy. You feel me? This my man shit. Yeah, you feel me? We finna go in my bedroom. This way, you know, what they say, the love go down, the action. What did they say? Action, lights, camera, action in the bedroom. Yay! We finna go here. So let's go. Like, I thought we was supposed to get one of those. It gave very much MTV Cribs. So Tommy walks in there automatically. Co-killer's just like, she just started squaring up with her. I said, oh my God. Okay, she started squaring up with Co-killer or whatever. And Tommy wasn't having it. Tommy's like, you bad. I ain't no name. Some girl walks up to Co-killer like, hey, I think it's like production. They walk up, they like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Whatever. So Co-killer's just like, no name. Is you cool? I will say some people did know who Co-killer was before she got on the show. So you can't really say no name. Now, if it was like Fauna or like somebody, then you could be like, okay, cool. But her, it's like, no. She does have a name, you know? So many of people knew who she was before the show. So let's be fair, Tommy. Okay? Tommy not wanting to get it into it with her, though, is kind of stupid because those people that hopped out the car, did they not know who to get? Because they were supposed to get Biggie. What the heck did they get Co-killer for? This is why I'm telling y'all, there was a scene on the internet. I remember this vividly. I got to look up the blogs to see which one. There was a blog that posted her and Co got into some argument in a restaurant, and they had got into some squabble. I don't remember what city they was in or what, but I remember that vividly. And I really feel like it's because of that, plus the girl hopping out the car. But we didn't see that. So I feel like it's deeper than the girl hopping out the car. So Summer goes out there and she checks on Tommy because, you know, that's her new bestie. And she catching her up with what's going on or whatever. And she talks a little bit about Natalie. And I'm like, this is exactly what Fauna was talking about. Because you have yet to really say it to Natalie, if we're going to be honest. You didn't say it. So that's why Fauna over here having a panic attack. Because nobody's saying anything to each other's face. Next thing you know, we see Tavy back into the mix of girls. And Co-killer's just standing there. She like, so like Tavy, you good? Huh? What's up? Huh? On my mom's. She just sitting there. So Tavy's just like, yo, you want to fight? Like, come on, son. What you want to do? So that's what Co-killer's just like, yeah, we can do anything that you want to on my mom's. Like, we do anything. Here, there, where, everywhere, nigga. We can do anything. So they start going back and forth. And Co-killer's just like, oh, I don't argue with my friends and all that. I do feel like I wouldn't say it's important, but like it's not bad if you do argue with your friends. It's just you shouldn't cross the line or boundary. So there is that. And the way that Fauna and Tavy argue, I don't feel like they per se cross boundaries, but it's like the hitting, of course, yes, the pushing and all that was crossing boundaries this episode. But they, to me, are passionate, especially Tavy. They're passionate people, and that's where it goes left. In the midst of it all, they start talking about, you know, the food and stuff. Oh, y'all notice they feeding the cast? Oh my God. Smiley says she doesn't eat chocolate.
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is
the
on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
The wig is the cap. And that was a cute bob on your head, Smiley. So I don't believe you for nothing, though, girl. If you don't eat meat, you don't scam either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, girl, you pushing a lot of things that are not true. Like, girl, please. Next thing you know, Jayla's just like, oh, no, you don't eat meat or whatever. That's crazy. And then Smiley like, yeah, Jayla, we know you eat meat. We're like, yeah, we know she eats meat. She just doesn't eat cat. We know Jayla don't do the kitty like her. I will say, Tavy calling out Co-killer. Do I think Co-killer's fake? No. I just feel like she never liked Tavy, and she's just now showing that. And I think Tavy knew that, but she didn't want to accept it. Like, you knew that she didn't really like you like that. But Tavy's the type, you can tell she wants to be accepted and liked so bad that she'll kind of ignore the red flags that somebody's not your friend or don't really like you, just so that way she could be friends or say, oh, that's my friend. And that's a big-ass mistake to make. Okay? Next thing you know, Biggie come walking and she like, you know that Biggie song? She come in walking in, okay? She come walking in. Somebody say, boom! They get her from the side. They start attacking her. And the episode kind of ends there. That's why I think the whole Soror thing ends up getting introduced. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this episode. It was very dramatic, okay? A lot of these girls can make great actresses, okay? So make sure you take them acting classes. Let me know what y'all think, y'all below.